So if you are completely new to this ITeracare Frequencywand, this movie will be a super short tutorial for you in just the absolute basics of how you can use it. As you can see, I have moved to different places in the world, and the ambience here is absolutely lovely, I find. So I'm just taking the risk of being here, even if the light is changing or there's some background impressions. I hope you enjoy them. So if the ITeracare Frequencywand, it behaves a bit like a hairdryer, and you can actually use it as a very nice hairdryer, but it can of course do so much more. As you can see, it has 3 settings. Setting number 1 is the one that I use the most. It has a nice high fan and a nice heat, very kind of, it works. It's strong, but not too hot. It works, really goes in the body. Setting number 2, I really like. It's kind of, it's really nice to use it on the face and for the ears. And you can even use it for your eyes, as long as you just don't open your eyes and look into the lights. That might be a little bit over the top for you. So we have the 3rd setting, which is again the high fan, but with a very strong heat, which is a little bit over the top for me. Again, it's completely up to you how you use it, what feels good for you, what setting feels nice for wherever you want to work on your body, so that you just stick to that. So when you want to start out your session, you want to really make sure your body is nicely hydrated, and you can charge up water by simply pointing your wand towards the glass of water or glass bottle, and you just use the wand on the water for half a minute. That will do. That's already enough. You can make tea out of this water. The frequency just cannot sustain itself above 80 degrees Celsius. So you want to drink some of this water before your session, like room temperature or warmish for tea. And then you start up the session by charging up the points that are your body's healing pathways. For example, the lymph points. And you have lymph points under your feet. You have them behind your knees. You have in the groin. You have in the palm of your hand, in the elbows, under the arm, and you have behind the ear. So all you need to do is just charge up each of these points for about half a minute each. You can also proceed to charge up your chakra points if you are interested in that sort of thing. And you can also use the wand for reflexology points. And you may choose reflexology points that perhaps correspond to a specific area that you want to work on. You will, but if you buy a staff, you will get plenty of blowing protocols and tutorials and maps of where you find the reflexology points. This is just the absolute basics, what I'm giving you here. So when you have charged up the body's healing pathways, you can proceed to work on a specific area if that's what you want. And let's say you've been coughing and you want to give this area of your lungs a little bit of extra care, then you can point your wand straight towards that area. I use the 1st setting, and I pretty much stay in the same area to really bring the heat into the body. And you can work through clothing, organic clothing preferably, but I actually prefer to work straight on the skin if I have the possibility. So for me, it would look like this. You can see I stay more or less in the same area for a while, and then I might move to other places in the area that I want to work on. One thing we need to to really be careful with when we work with the ITeracare is that we don't point the wand towards areas in the body where you have implantations. That could be like tooth fillings, that could be contact lenses that you can't take out, or hip replacement, or anything that's not really native for your body. And remember that actually the TeraHerz ray can penetrate through 30 centimeters of organic material. So that means even if you're working in a completely different area of your body, you need to be very aware how far you reach with your TeraHerz, and that you don't reach an area that has implants. You know, that can happen. So if for example, you wanted to work on some tooth stuff, you know, let's say parodontosis, but you have fillings in your teeth, then if you cannot work straight on your teeth, on your gums, then you can simply work in the corresponding reflexology area in your, which are in your ears, your hands, or under the soles of your feet. And so that goes for anywhere in your body. There's reflexology areas for the eyes, or wherever you want to work, where you might have implantation that make it impossible. So you still have a possibility, and it works really nicely like that, actually, quite efficient. So so many people really like to get to have the TeraHerz frequency onto the spine. And it's a little bit difficult to work from the back. Some people prefer to affix the wand onto a microphone stand and then sit in front of the wand with their spine, which is very innovative and very good. I prefer to hold the wand, and then since the rays can reach 30 centimeters through organic material, I perfectly well can work on my spine from the front, which is what I prefer. No right, no wrong, just choice. I think it's a really good idea to actually charge up the bone structure as much as you can, so that the bone marrow can release stem cells for your healing process, which is really efficient. And another thing that's really nice is that with the ITeracare, you are working in the quantum field, which means that you might have heard philosophers or teachers talk about how your thoughts is what create your life. And it's a little bit the same here. Like if you make sure you keep a nice positive attitude that I'm doing something really wonderful for me and my body now that I'm working with the wand, it will actually show up in your results, very likely to, as a improvement of your results, this positivity. So that's also part of the healing process. So when your session is finished, like you can stay maybe 20 minutes on a specific area of the body where you want to bring extra healing, then there's an aftercare program that you want to pay a little bit of attention to. First of all, you really want to make sure that you get plenty of the water, preferably charged up with the TeraHerz. And you might actually need to get plenty of this water for the rest of your day. And make sure that you don't kind of expose your body to a lot of cold, like jumping into the shower straight after your session. Personally, I prefer to actually really wrap up my body so that I can retain this beautiful heat and energy that my body has just received with the ITeracare. Yeah, it's a little bit like as if I had been in the sunshine the whole day, the feeling in my body. And in a way, you can say that the TeraHerz frequency is a bit like sunlight, the healing power of the sunlight. It's just that the sunlight can only go a few centimeters into your body, whereas the wand can penetrate much deeper, 30 centimeters up to 30 centimeters. And that really is, you can really feel that when you work with it. So you want to take a little bit care of yourself afterwards, and make sure you keep nice and warm for some time after. And you can also use your wand for, as I said, charging up your drinking water. That really makes a difference, for if you ask me. And you can also charge up your food. If you have made a nice smoothie and it's in a glass container, you can shine the terahertz on it for about 30 seconds, and that will charge it up with terahertz, so that when you eat the smoothie or the food, whatever it is, you can much easier absorb the nutritional value of the food you have, like the vitamins and minerals, because of the terahertz in the food. So that gives a lot of nice perspective. You can also use your staff on your animals. If your animal likes it, it's very likely that your animal really will like it, and it works on animals also. It works on your plants. You can water your plants with the upgraded water. You can even water directly on the plant, as long as you don't burn the leaf. You use a low setting. So there's a lot of things you can do with it. And I think what you might want to know more is about how you get hold of one, and I can make another video about that. In very short, in Europe, the one would cost you $499, and this is because there's quite a lot of tax in it. The prices vary a little bit in different parts of the world, and you can order one from anybody that you want to order to and have it sent to anywhere in the world. I do recommend that you get your wand through somebody who can order it for you from the original source, so that you don't end up with some random copy material that doesn't at all do what you would like it to, and you get no warranty or anything at all. That's a bit of a trap. There's copy stuff everywhere. So, yeah, you're very welcome to like and subscribe to my channel here. And if you have any inquiries or any questions or anything, you can find my contact info below. So have a very nice time with your wand. Congrats with it.